Today we're going to be going into Asteroidia, and we're going to be looking at celestial strings. Now, before we can do this, there's a little bit of new vocabulary that you have to learn, because this part of the game talks about values, variables, strings. Those are important terms that we need to kind of understand what they are before we can move forward. So a value is a container, and a variable is what you put in that container. For example, let's say your value is a cup from your kitchen. That is the container. The variable is what you might put into that cup. So it might be orange juice, it might be milk, it might be soda, it might be water. So value is a container, and a variable is what you put in that container. Now in String Bean, we're dealing with string variables. So strings are a type of value or container that's made up of letters instead of typical binary code, which is a series of zeros and ones. So if you've created your own fuzzball in this game, you have used a string to name them. For example, the very first fuzzball you started with was named Blue Fuzz. That's a string. Or Simon Fuzz was the next one. Those are the strings that we're using. Now, in today's activity, you're going to select fuzzballs that represent variables and blast them at an asteroid field. Now, if the values of the fuzzball and the asteroid match, or if multiple asteroids of the same value match, then the asteroids are going to clear so that your spaceship can move through. So you have to try and clear the asteroids in as few moves as possible. That's the challenge for today. So let's take a look at celestial strings. I'm going to hop in on level 3. And I'm going to look at what I need to clear the field in as few moves as possible. It tells me that I can use 3 moves. So I'm looking at that first row and saying, if I get rid of the red, then the green will fall and they will get rid of each other. Then the blue will fall and they'll get rid of each other. The pink will fall, they'll get rid of each other. The green will fall, I think they'll get rid of each other. And then the red will touch each other and they'll get rid of each other. All right, so let's test this theory out and see if it works. We're just going to play red. Aim it at the red, and everything else falls, and we did it in one turn.